जय कुंज बिहारी गोपेश वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी युगधर्म श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। सामवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। जय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5. Canto 5, Chapter 19, Text number 8. Suro asuro vapi atavanaro nara sarvatmanahya sukritagnamuttamam bhajeta ramam manujakritim harim ya uttarananayat koshalandivam iti. Suro asuro vapi atavanaro nara sarvatmanaya sukritagnamuttamam bhajeta ramam manujakritam harim ya uttarananayat koshalandivam iti. Suro asuro vapi atavanaro nara sarvatmanaya sukritagnamuttamam bhajeta ramam manujakritam harim ya uttarananayat koshalandivam iti. Any Matajis? Sura, demigod. Asura, demon. Vapi, or. Atha, therefore. Va, or. a nara, other than a human being, bird, beast, animal, and so on. Naraha, a human being. Sarvatmanaha, wholeheartedly. Ya, who? Sukrutagnam, easily made grateful. Uttamam, most highly elevated. Bhajeta, should worship. Ramam, Lord Ramachandra. Manujakritim, appearing as a human being. Harim, the Supreme Personality Godhead. Ya, who? Uttaran, of northern India. Anayat, brought back. Koshalan, the inhabitants of Koshal Desh. Ayodhya. Divam, to the spiritual world. Vaikunta. Iti, thus. Translation. Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than man, such as beast or bird, everyone should worship Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality Godhead, who appears on this earth just like human being. There is no need of great austerities or penances to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by his devotee. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, Lord Sri Ramchandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead Vaikunta. Purport. Lord Sri Ramchandra is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he is very easily satisfied by a little service rendered by anyone, human or not. This is the special advantage of worshipping Lord Ramachandra, and there is same advantage in worshipping Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna and Lord Ramachandra, in the manner of Kshatriyas, sometimes showed their mercy by killing asuras. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awarded love of God without difficulty even to the asuras. All the incarnations of the Supreme Personality Godhead, but especially Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and later Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, delivered many of the living entities present before them, indeed almost all of them. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is therefore represented in the six-armed form of Shadbhuja Murti, which is a combination of Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The best purpose of human life can be fulfilled by worshipping the Shadbhuja Murti, the form of the Lord with six arms, two arms of Ramachandra, two arms of Krishna, and two arms of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanagaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurasve Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Pesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Pri Vancha Kalpa Tarambhasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mukam karoti vachalam bangulangayate. Yetkripaha tamham vande Shigurunde Natalinam. Hare Krishna. So before I start speaking, I seek the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas so that I can speak on this verse for glorification of Lord and the purification of my heart. So this particular canto is representing sthanam, which is a position of all the planetary systems, and also the position of the living entities as per their consciousness. Because as Krishna also mentions that urdham gachanti sattvasta madhye tishtanti rajasa. So like that, as per the living entities consciousness, the living entities are also positioned in certain planetary systems. So today we are going to discuss these three main aspects in this class. That how mercy of the Lord is universal, and how Lord sees devotion, not the qualifications, and Lord Chaitanya's causeless mercy. So in this particular verse, we are discussing about Kim Purusha Varsha, how the residents of Kim Purusha Varsha, Hanumanji prominently and Aristena, they are glorifying Lord Ramachandra. So in the 14 planetary systems, there is Bhuloka, and in that there is this Bhumandala, and in this Bhumandala there is various dvipas, and each of these dvipa is surrounded by different oceans, like salt water ocean and sugarcane and liquor, liquid ghee, milk. So very amazing. So last time also we were discussing that why at all Sukadeva Goswami has to discuss all this geography of the universe when he is about to die. Parikshit is about to die very soon. Why he has to discuss all this? But he is discussing all this in relation with Krishna. So actually, if somebody studies this devoid of Krishna, then he will not be Krishna conscious. But if we study all this in relation with Krishna, that how amazing that Krishna has created all this. So like sugarcane juice, we need sugar canes, we need machine, to create few liters of sugarcane. But Krishna doesn't need sugar canes and machines. He just desires, finish. Correct? And similarly, whatever in this ghee, we need to have milk and process it, butter and all that. Correct? No? So big process is there. But Krishna just desires, created. Similarly, milk also. It's not that Krishna brought some 9 lakh cows to that ocean and he told that you please fill this ocean for some time. It's not like that. He just desires, and all these various oceans are created. So just studying them in relation with Krishna can make you Krishna conscious. Because you'll think that how amazing is Krishna. Because we are generally amazed by seeing all the material creations, right, around us. Sometimes we are amazed. But Krishna's creations are even more amazing. And even whatever creations are created by man, ultimately Krishna only is giving intelligence or all those materials to make. So in the center of this Bhumandala is Jambu Dvipa, and we are currently studying that. And there are various varshas in that Jambu Dvip, and each of these varshas are means covered over by various mountains, surrounded by various mountains. So currently we are discussing Kim Purusha Varsha, about the residents of Kim Purusha Varsha, which is surrounded by Hemakuta and Himalayan mountains. And below that is Bharata Varsha, where we are currently situated. So, yeah, so trying to follow in the footsteps of our Caitanya Mahaprabhu. How Lord Ramachandra's mercy is universal. So, Lord doesn't see no, which species one is or what is the status of those individuals or what is the qualification. The only qualification he is thinking of is devotion or loving devotional service. So we see that the demigods actually they request the Lord to appear in this world, and Lord upon their request he actually appears in this world, and he also requests them that you all become, you all also appear as monkeys and bears and assist me. So, and Lord is also reciprocating with human beings like Ayodhya Vasis. Correct? When Lord Ram left Ayodhya, all the Ayodhya Vasis also left. So it is said that Ayodhya became like forest and forest became like Ayodhya. Because all of them, actually they loved Lord Ram so much that all of them they followed Lord Ram. Then birds, means like we see Jatayu. So initially when Lord Ram saw from far there is so much blood around Jatayu, he actually doubted that maybe this Jatayu attacked Sita and killed or what. Later when he came to know that he tried to protect Jatayu, Mother Sita. Actually, Mother Sita, means when Jatayu saw Mother Sita being carried, so he knew that he is not so strong to kill Ravan, and he himself may be killed. But still he went, because generally when we come up with such situation, we may be worried about oneself, correct? But Jatayu didn't worry about himself. So, and also he made sure that the Muhurta, actually Ravana took Sita at a time that if you take her away at that time, it will never come back. But Jatayu made sure that he doesn't leave until that Muhurta goes away. Next Muhurta, where whatever you take, it will come back. Until then, he made sure he fought very vigorously. But finally, he was killed. So, Lord Ram couldn't do the final rites of his own father. But we see that he did the final rites of Jatayu. Then Vibhishan, we see that when Vibhishan, he came with his few followers, leaving aside his brother Ravana aside. So Lord Ram asked everyone there, Sugriva and all the other monkeys, that should we accept him? So almost everyone except Hanuman were doubting him. They said, why unnecessarily take risk? He is after all a demon. We don't know his motives. Maybe Ravana might have sent to learn what is happening here and things like that. But Hanuman said, no, seeing his facial features and other things, I feel that we should accept him. So Lord Ram says that if anybody says that I am yours, even once, I am ready to give him my shelter. And he accepts Vibhishan. And actually he makes him the king of Lanka also. And we see obviously the monkeys and the bears who assisted Lord Ram. Actually, Lord Ram was so grateful that when he is going back to Ayodhya, actually he carried all of them in his chariot, in the Pushpaka Viman. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadramaya, Shri Shri Gaur Nithai Ki. Correct? He accepted all of them and he took them also to Ayodhya. And he actually, for everyone, he gave gifts also. And in between, uh, he also took the wives of those monkeys in the Kishkinda. They also came along with monkeys. Their wives are also accompanying. Lord was merciful even to them, because in one sense they assisted them in their service. So like that we see that how Lord's mercy is universal, right? Whether it is demigod, demon, man, bird, animal, everyone gets Lord's mercy. So actually this is what Srila Prabhupada also carried, that how Lord's mercy is universal, not just for India. Correct? Because many people said that nobody is going to change in the West. Unnecessarily you will die there. It's so cold and you are old also. Correct? So unnecessarily why to go? But Prabhupada felt no. Because he had faith in holy name and he had faith in Srimad Bhagavatam, the mercy of Krishna in the form of holy name and Bhagavatam. Because he knew that if I just present it as it is in the parampara, then definitely by the power of Krishna, by the purity of Krishna, they will all be transformed. Right? That is a fact. That whenever people submissively accept Krishna through the process of hearing, chanting, definitely their hearts will get transformed, whoever it may be. We see so many examples of that. Correct? So that's why Bharata Bhumite Hoile Janmayar Janma Sardha Kari Kara Parupakar. Right? So Prithvite Achhe Adi Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachara Hoime Morana. So Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, they wanted this mercy to be spread all over. So actually recently when I went to Nalgonda, I saw that this Ramachandra mission, we call Heartfulness, they had one big center and 3 sub-centers only in Nalgonda. I was shocked that they just started maybe that big place there. They started maybe 4 or 5 years back, outskirts of that big center. But already they have penetrated in so many places in the districts. Right? And some people are giving their hall also for them centers. So I was thinking that Lord's mercy is not just for Hyderabad, it should be spread in all the districts. Otherwise, okay, we are all getting nourished, but so many people actually they are eager to give their places, eager to allow us to preach. Only thing is we are not there, so others are taking advantage, and that is a fact, right? So Lord's mercy is actually available for everyone. Correct? So we should accept it and we should also try to share it with everyone. So as Krishna also mentions in Bhagavad Gita, Mami Parda Vapyashrita Epishu Papayana Striyo Vaishas Tata Shuddha Tepi Anti Paramgati. That even if you are from the sinful races, definitely if you accept my shelter, you will be delivered. And this Kirata Honandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abira Shamba Yavanakasha. So in this Andhra word is coming. This Andhra, I was doubting first when I read. This Andhra only. Yeah, this Andhra only. So, but don't worry. So Lord is telling, that if you accept shelter of Lord, Shuddhyanti tasmai praveshaya nama. No, you will get purified. All the sinful races, whatever it may be, they'll all get delivered by accepting Lord's shelter. Right? So Lord is so merciful that we see in Prahlad Maharaj's prayers, no, he mentions Ittam Natrigyak Rishideva Jasavatairair Lokan Vibhayasi Hamsi Jagat Pratipan Dharmam Mahapurusha Pasha Yugana Vrittam Channa Kalo Yadabhavas Trigo Atha Sattvam. So he's saying that, O Supreme Lord, you appear in various incarnations as human being, animal, great saints, demigods, even aquatic beings. Like that, Lord is appearing in all the various species. Not only Lord appears as human being, but Lord also appears in all the various species to deliver that particular species. Because generally means we are attracted by the same species. Some other species we may not be. So when Lord appears in the same species and shows his 6 opulences, then all that species gets attracted and they are delivered. So Lord is very merciful that he is appearing in all the various species. We know few, but Lord has actually appeared in so many other species also. Right? So, yeah. So the next concept is how bhakti is simple. So Lord is pleased by simple devotion. Lord doesn't need some austerities, penances to please him. So we know that Krishna mentions Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachat Taraham Bhakti Upahritam Ashnami Prayatatmana. So we see that pastime of Rukmini offering small tulsi in the Tulabar, and Satyabhama is offering so much gold, everything, but just with tulsi, Krishna is pleased. Krishna is outweighed by the love of Rukmini offered through tulsi. Similarly, we hear about Advaita Acharya offering tulasi and also Ganga Jal. Because Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. I'm just giving some examples. So both tulsi and water, Ganga water, Lord is pleased and Lord appeared. Right? And flower, Gajendra. Gajendra offered flower, love and devotion. Lord accepted. And also Sudama, we hear Sudama, that florist, when Krishna comes to Mathura, whereas that person who makes dresses, he didn't offer anything to Krishna, and Krishna finished with one hand. But the Sudama, he offered flower garland. Lord was very pleased. Correct? So Kubja also that time offers that sandalwood pulp. Then fruits. We hear about the fruit vendor lady. She offers with love and devotion. Although Krishna just brings few little grains, and that too they are all falling, Krishna accepts. And later Radheshan is telling that again she comes and she requests that Krishna, although we hear that Krishna reciprocates by giving lot of wealth and all, but real wealth is wealth of devotion or love for him. That is a real wealth which Krishna offered. But later we hear that how she wanted that Krishna should sit in her lap. So then Krishna agrees, and she makes him sit on her lap, and she is very satisfied in Vatsalya Bhav. Krishna reciprocated with her in that way. Right? So in this way, Shabari also, she offered the berries and all. So like this we see so many examples. Right? Because why Krishna gave this examples? Because this anybody can offer. Even if somebody says, oh, I am not very rich, I don't have wealth, I don't have facilities, how can I serve you? Krishna is saying, don't worry, just water, some tulsi leaf, one small fruit, that anybody can offer. Correct? Only thing is, you offer that with love, with devotion. So like yesterday, Caitanya Mahaprabhu was telling about Duryodhan and Vidura's pastime. So once I was asking devotees that why Krishna didn't go to or why he went to our Vidura's house, right? He didn't invite actually, correct? So actually one devotee gave a very nice answer. He said, although Duryodhan's doors were open for Krishna, but his heart's doors were closed. Although Vidura's doors might be closed that time, but his heart's doors were always open for Krishna. So that is Bhavagrahi Janardana. So Krishna always sees that. So that's why he went. Although he was not invited, correct? No. And although she was offering the peel, still Krishna very kindly accepted it. Correct? Right? It's not that Krishna doesn't know that she is offering peel. Correct? But still, because out of devotion, he accepted. Right? So Krishna is also mentioning Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavaneschasmi tattvataha. Right? Only by bhakti you can understand me as it is. Right? So, but that devotion is what we are supposed to develop, that love for Krishna. Right? So, Prahlad Maharaj is also mentioning Manni Dhanabhijana Rupa Tapassatojas Teja Prabhava Balaporusha Buddha Yoga Naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya vamsho bhaktya tutosha bhagwan gajayotapaya. So Prahlad is saying, one may possess wealth, aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, so many things, so many material skills, opulences are mentioned here. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. And he is giving example. Gajendra did this and thus Lord was satisfied. He just offered a small flower, lotus flower, there in the pond. And Lord accepted it. So, actually having this opulences is not wrong, but that should be offered with devotion in the devotional service of the Lord. One can have that. But if one is proud about possessing all that and not engaging them in Krishna service, that is a problem. So in the next verse also Prahlad says, Vipradvi Sadaguna Yutad Aravinda Rama Padaravinda Vimuktak Swapacham Varishtam Manni Tadarpita Mano Vachane Hitarda Pranam Punati Sakulam Na Tuburimana. It's telling that how a Brahmana may have all the 12 qualifications, but if he is not a devotee and averse to the lotus feet of the Lord, he is certainly lower than a devotee who is a dog eater, but who has dedicated everything, his body, mind, words, wealth, everything in the service of the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee is better than such a Brahmana because the devotee can purify his whole family, whereas the so-called Brahmana in a position of false prestige cannot purify even himself. So again, here Prahlad is glorifying devotional service, right? So also we hear that this verse, Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kama, Siddhi Kami, Sakale Ashant, Krishna Bhakta Nishkam Atave Shant. That somebody may have siddhis also, right? Yogic perfections, material perfections. Still, they are ashant, right? But somebody is Nishkam Bhakt, yeah, unmotivated, uninterrupted devotional service. Lord is pleased. Savai Pumsham Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Radokshade Ahaituki Apratihata Yatma Suprasaditi. So, small devotion, right, is greater than great qualification without devotion. Somebody may have great material qualifications. So we see that in the various process of yoga, so when it is compared to devotional service, how it is difficult. So in Jnana Yoga, one performs intense intellectual studies, which may be difficult, and also one does on his own without approaching a spiritual master. But that process can be easily done by hearing submissively from a bona fide spiritual master. And in Ashtanga Yoga, one may is trying to discipline and follow celibacy, control his senses, right, for several thousands of years. But in Bhakti Yoga, it becomes easily by engaging in devotional service of the Lord. In Karma Kanda, this very expensive, very costly affair, right, and also precise mantras are there. But you can please the Lord. The purpose of yajna is to please Yajna Purush, Lord Vishnu. But that same Lord can be pleased just by offering a small leaf or water, right? You need not have qualified brahmanas or ghee and so many things, right? So that's why Lord values devotion, not the qualifications, right? So Apichet Suduracharo Bhajate Mam Ananyavak Sadureva Samantavya Man Samyak Vyavati. So he's saying that even if somebody is fallen, but he is sincerely trying to continue his devotional service, definitely Lord accepts him as a sadhu, right? So we see Shabari or Hanuman, that I use so many examples. They are all from very low families, right? But still, Lord accepted them and gave His mercy. So I wanted to show a small video of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. This video, he's talking about how his only concern is devotion. He's addressing some of his disciples. Very nice video, because in this video Maharaj talks about the same aspect, how one should be mainly concerned about developing devotion in Krishna consciousness.
Always remember that you all have joined Iskcon, you have come to Iskcon just to develop your devotion. That is the most important consideration. And as your spiritual master, as your guide, as your leader, my responsibility is to see that your devotion is increasing. Your devotion is my main concern. I don't care how much service you are rendering. I don't care how expertly you are rendering your service. I don't care how much money you are bringing, because that is not my concern. My concern is your devotion. You make advancement in your spiritual life. That's all I want. Because I can tell you, service, you can hire people and get service done. Get, so many business organizations are getting such huge operations run. That is, by paying people money, they are getting that done. So there are lots of expert people outside there. And by paying money, you can get their expertise. But our concern is devotion. We want devotees. We don't want karmis. We don't want expert employees. What we want is devotion, pure devotion. That is what is our business. And when we become devotees, then we become expert. But that's another kind of expertise. It is through devotion that our expertise develops, and that expertise is desired. Like we saw.
So until now, Maharaj is telling how his main concern that devotee should develop devotion. He's not concerned about the material qualifications, like he was telling. Not concerned how much service you do or how much money you collect. But my main concern is how much devotion you have developed for the Supreme Lord. Now he talks about Prabhupada, that how, because he has devotion, whatever Prabhupada did is perfect. Although externally it may not appear perfect. So that he's talking now.
Prabhupada was expert in everything. Whatever Prabhupada did he was first class. Not only when Prabhupada wrote books, not only when Prabhupada gave lectures, not only when Prabhupada preached to people. Whatever Prabhupada did was perfect. That is the sign of pure devotion. Because devotee is perfect, pure devotee's devotion is perfect, he has achieved the perfection of his life, therefore whatever he does becomes perfect. When Prabhupada sang, it was perfect. When Prabhupada spoke, it was perfect. When Prabhupada cooked, it was perfect. When Prabhupada cut vegetables, it was perfect. When Prabhupada washed the vegetables, it was perfect. So that is how, at least I have seen what pure devotion actually is. For a pure devotee, everything is perfect because he is perfect. And because he is doing it for Krishna, it's perfect. Because he is empowered by Krishna, it is perfect. Even when Prabhupada chastised, it was perfect. When Prabhupada used to chastise, I tell you, the room used to shake. It's not that you are shaking. The room used to shake. His voice used to become so. As it is, you have heard Prabhupada's voice. How is it? It's like thunder. And when the thunder blows thunder, you can well imagine what it is. So we are here to develop pure devotion. Otherwise, what will happen? If we don't aspire for the platform of pure devotion, what will happen? We'll fall down. Only matter of time. If not today, after 5 days or after 5 years, we'll fall down. Because why is it that? Because what we are actually cultivating then, we are not cultivating pure devotion. What we are cultivating is our false ego. We are cultivating our false ego. I am the greatest. Without me, Krishna consciousness movement will not go on. Without me, the whole world will come to a standstill. So that is the cultivation of false ego. So do we have only two choices? Krishna or me? Me means false ego. So if I don't go for Krishna, it will be for my false ego. And the result, if you allow your false ego to become inflated, what will happen? For how long can you stay on this spiritual platform? Cultivation of false ego means Maya. It happens, I have seen in my almost 33 years of experience in Krishna consciousness, I have seen many devotees. They were cultivating their false ego. So Maya allowed them, okay, let your false ego grow, let your false ego become inflated. And then when it was inflated enough, Maya said, okay, now you come to me. Come to my lap. You sit on my lap so that I can drink your blood. That's what Maya does. Kato nidra jao maya pishachi roko. Pishachi, what does a pishachi do? Pishachi sucks the blood. So you get into Maya's lap, what will you get? Maya will suck your blood. How does Maya suck your blood? Do you know how Maya sucks your blood? Maya sucks your blood through your sex life. Through the sex life, Maya takes your blood away. So be very careful about your very precious Krishna consciousness. Cultivate it. Cultivate it very carefully.
So in the beginning, Maharaj is telling that if somebody may have material expertise, but if he doesn't have devotion, then this means he is not pleased by that. Lord or his devotees are not pleased. But sometimes if somebody may have devotion, if he is not having material expertise, but he is doing his best, then Lord is pleased. And then finally Maharaj is telling that how the purpose of our coming to this mission is to develop devotion, not to develop false ego. Because he is saying that if you develop false ego, then ultimately after some time one will fall down. That is the essence of that video. So very nice, in a short video, Maharaj has given the essence of Krishna consciousness, right? So now we'll see in the end of the purport, Prabhupada is talking about the three incarnations, Lord Ramachandra, Krishna and Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So we see that both Lord Ramachandra and Krishna, they actually gave mercy after receiving the service, right? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is special because even if those didn't ask, Lord only went and he distributed mercy. We see in the South Indian tour of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he just glanced, embraced. It's not that they were doing some service, right? But whereas Lord Ram or Lord Krishna, when they rendered some service, then definitely they reciprocated. Correct? So that is a unique speciality of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. So we see that Prabhupada is mentioning he delivered even the offenders and athis. So like Jaga and Madai. Oh, sorry, I am. Like Jaga and Madai. Correct? So they were very, very sinful, but still Lord delivered them. Or like Chand Kazi or Sarbam Bhattacharya. All these people, Lord delivered them. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is easily available for everyone. And devotees also, actually who sincerely follow, they also carry his mercy. So one devotee was sharing that when devotees were going on Harinam in one place, so every day one person was throwing hot water that they used to wash fishes and all this. So he was very envious of devotees and used to throw water on the devotees when they would go for Harinam. But still one devotee would go and give Mahaprasad to that person every day. So like that it went on for several days. Means then eventually that person's heart got transformed. Because he was thinking, every day I am trying to harm them, but still this person is every day giving prasadam. So devotees are so sweet. Correct? Their heart is sweet. Right? Very soft. So they are very merciful, carrying the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, when Lord comes to kill Jagai and Madai that time, Madai. So Nityananda Prabhu actually stops. Says, "Oh Lord, if you actually want to kill, in Kali Yuga actually you have to kill everyone. Because literally everyone is demoniac." So he said, in this form, you are supposed to remove the demonic mentality in the hearts of the people, right? So Lord especially appeared uh, to remove that demonic mentality in our hearts by causelessly spreading mercy, uh, by spreading this Harinam Sankirtan, right? So when devotees actually spread this Harinam Sankirtan, not only in the form of chanting Hare Krishna, but also by distributing books or by spreading the message of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, then definitely we should understand that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, if we basically become instrument in the hands of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy will definitely transform them. That's why Prabhupada, in many places, he installed Gaur-Nitai deities, right? And sometimes he was in tears uh, when he was singing this Parama Karuna or taking darshan of Gaur-Nitai, because he felt that how Gaur-Nitai are so merciful that because of their mercy, even the most degraded, fallen souls, they got transformed, right? So that's why when these devotees from foreign countries came to India, everyone was shocked because nobody ever expected that people from such a sinful background will ever become devotees. Correct? So that's why so many people were attracted. And finally, Prabhupada is talking about Shadbhuj Gauranga form. That how actually Lord shows this form to Ramananda Rai. Two hands of Lord Ram, two hands of Krishna, and two hands of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? So he's carrying a bow and arrow, flute, and sannyasi danda and that kamandalu. Correct? So this indicates that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Lord Ram and Krishna. And Lord is offering his protection and mercy. And also is all attractive. Right? So one who worships Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why Prabhupada, although this verse is talking about Lord Ram, but we see that more than half of the time Prabhupada is talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. Why? Because he wants that actually in Kali Yuga people worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he is more merciful. Even in the previous purport also, he is talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. Why? Because first of all, people don't know. And first, Prabhupada wants that people should know. And also he wants to tell people that how he is very merciful. So people should take advantage of that mercy which is available. Right? Even to the most degraded. And that's what we see that because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, we see that so many people all over the world are actually getting transformed. Right? So today we saw in this class in the introduction about the fifth canto and then how Lord's mercy is universal. It is available for all the living entities, even the animals, birds, or people from the low caste. And then we saw that how Lord is actually pleased by devotion, not the material qualifications. To have material qualifications is not wrong, but it should be engaged with devotion in devotional service of the Lord. Right? Then we saw about also Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy, especially for the Kali Yuga people, and how we all should take advantage of his causeless mercy. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Tai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.